here this morning for a couple of reasons. One is to celebrate 40 years of Ken's ministry. To put into context how long 40 years is, it makes it possible for him to remember when the Yankees made the World Series.
Well played.
Actually, though, I do want to, I guess on a little more serious note, mention how Ken has actually touched my life at a couple of points that really made a difference. One was out at 29 Palms with Marines, and he was kind of my mentor in regards to Marines in terms of the protocol is different from working with sailors. And one day, when it was being ready for chow, he said, you know, you can be in contact with every Marine out here who's eating. I said, what do you mean? He said, get in behind the food line and serve. And on the one hand, it was such an easy remedy, but it was so valuable because not only did I do it then and fairly regularly, but I carried it over into my congregation where at Thanksgiving, I went into the kitchen and joined about 5 other people in line who were serving, and they wondered what I was doing there. And it worked out the same way, that the families who came with other family members who I had never met, I got to meet before I dished up the dark meat of the turkey. And it was really attributed to you that happened. One other time that was invaluable in my, life and ministry, I guess, I had chosen some years back to work with conflicted congregations. And one I was serving at the time was really causing a lot of problems, and I wasn't dealing well with it. And Ken and I had contact, and one day I just took off and said, well, this is just getting ridiculous. This is happening, and that's happening, and I usually don't whine, but that's what it was. And I said, I can't believe this is going on, and this is going on. And he very calmly said, is there anything going on that you didn't expect when you arrived at that congregation? I thought for a moment, and I said, no. He said, so stop your griping. And it was really the best, most pastoral thing he could have said, because that really helped me with my focus from there on out. So it's really wonderful to have the opportunity on the 40th anniversary of your ministry to mention these two incidents that were so helpful. And I have no doubt others of you have been touched in probably other ways, but certainly been touched by his kindness and love for people. So I do thank you, sir. My role with the Synod is very simple. I relate to smaller congregations. That's pretty much the description of what I do. I go around visiting smaller congregations. Bishop Andy Taylor has really, truly, sincerely made an emphasis for congregational ministry and to support congregational ministry, including smaller congregations. There was kind of a definition that we came up with, what constituted a smaller congregation, and I think that's going away now simply because congregations are different sizes, but some feel small, some don't. So there's more flexibility, but I would say that smaller congregations make up 1/3 of the congregations of the Pacifica Synod. So one of the characteristics of some smaller congregations is they feel like they're one of maybe 3 or 4 in the Synod. And it feels very isolating, when in fact, today, I'm here to say, to affirm the ministry that you do here. I'm here to affirm you as members of a congregation who worship Jesus Christ, who relate to people in the community and take that message with you, the love of Jesus to others. Here to affirm you as a congregation like any other congregation of our synod. And it really is important to always remember that we are called to be who we are, where Jesus wants us to be. And I think it seems evident to me just even so quickly that you feel this is your home, this is your spiritual home, this is where Jesus touches your life so that you can then touch others out in the community. That's really makes this a wonderful congregation. I know talking to well, actually, the two of you, it's evident that the care that goes on here is wonderful. Can compare with any congregation of any size anywhere.
Amen.
That's what the church is about, and you know it. I'm just saying, I appreciate it, and I certainly do, I'll use the word again, certainly affirm it. One of my roles is to assist congregations who want assistance, who look for different ways of serving in the community, serving people that are unserved, coming up with ministries that can touch people in the area, come up with ways, well, it's whatever congregation wants. I don't have all the answers, but I know of some other people and other resources so that connections can be made. But it's, up to every congregation what they want to do. Something that certainly coming out to Grace and looking around the community and the area and then coming to here to Grace is to see the amount of property that you have and the opportunities that represents, the possibilities for using that land, not only for generally building, but for even touching the community in ways that can be helpful for many people. There is an organization that I've had contact with that looks for land, looks for available land, even connected to churches. And they become interested in putting up different kinds of affordable housing for different groups that can benefit by affordable housing. I have no doubt they would be interested in the piece of land that is around the church here. So it's kind of really a great time to look at direction for mission and ministry and ways of serving the Lord in new and creative ways. And again, I am here to simply say, you're doing wonderfully. And I can feel the love of the Lord just coming here and just meeting a few of you. And I understand that it's worth eating here. And so I will stay afterwards to take part in that part of your ministry as well. But it is a place where the Lord is present. You offer word and sacrament. Finally, I'll just say, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
So thank you for being who you are.
Thank you.